There are many people of many different incomes and family sizes that need housing in this community. I moved to Petoskey almost 17 years ago now for work and immediately fell in love with the area because of everything that it offered. It's basically perfect.
I've seen so many of my peers who were born and raised and left this community who want desperately to return, to build a life here, but they're struggling to find housing.
It's not just our little town of Petoskey, the city of Petoskey, it's the bigger, broader area, it's the townships.
I see the housing crisis impacting my clients daily. There's kind of a little homeless community that has grown pretty significantly here in Petoskey.
There are many families, individuals, veterans experiencing homelessness. Currently, I would say the biggest issue we see is just no affordable housing.
What a lot of people don't realize about housing is there's a need for something like 2,300 homes across our broader area. That's at all levels. It's not just for the poorest of the poor. There's a missing middle. That Habitat is helping an awful lot.
It doesn't matter that I have great credit, that I am gainfully employed, and have savings, have a nest egg to put towards a down payment. None of that seems to be enough up here.
It was hard. When I did find something that I really liked, I went through all the steps to get it, and right before I was able to close it, somebody with a lot more money came and closed in on it and just bought it with cash.
Buying a house in this market is incredibly difficult, even for a household that has two very stable incomes.
This is not just an issue of affordable housing. It's an issue of not having the right home for people at different points in their life.
So when I initially knew that I was moving to Petoskey, I was really looking for individual housing for, a young single person, ideally an apartment, and I applied to a bunch of places, I put down some deposits, and I didn't hear anything back.
And for our workforce to be able to thrive, they have to have housing. So that means for our businesses and our economy to thrive, we have to have access to housing of all kinds.
Well, I think as a business, you just have to be aware that particularly when people are moving here to work for you, the question of housing is going to be front and center. It used to be great to say, and you can live here, you can walk to work, and have this uniquely high quality of life, and that's just less and less likely to occur.
We need the ability to make sure that our workforce can live here. To do that, we've got to be ready to be open to very different ideas of what housing looks like and make sure that we're hitting all the points, because that's the most important thing, is that there are many people of many different incomes and family sizes that need housing in this community.
Collaboration is the most important element of us as a rural community being able to face some of these very intimidating barriers.
One of the things I love about Petoskey is that it's the kind of place where if you go to a city council meeting and you address your elected representatives, you really are heard.
And I'm seeing that when people get involved, the city and their elected representatives have to listen.
We can all be part of the solution. We can start, one, with learning more about this issue. That's where I started. Two, we can talk to our family and friends, show them how this is affecting all of us. And three, we can advocate for the future we want to see here in Petoskey by attending public meetings and being part of the solution.
We can find ways to make sure that we're putting this in such a way that we keep the look and the feel of our community going, but we also keep it growing. We can't stay where we were 10 years ago, 5 years ago. We've got to look into the future, and we can do it now.